With patch 11.1.0 just around the corner, I wanted to make this video, guys, to show you all the different awesome rewards that are coming with the new faction Cartels of Undermine. Alongside this new faction, we do have 4 cartels as well, which you're going to choose each week one of these to kind of align with, almost similar to the severed threads. Those cartels are starting off the Bilgewater cartel, which is kind of at the top here. You can see it on the map. Then we have the Blackwater cartel near the water over on that right side, right top. And then we have Steamweedle cartel. This one is on that bottom left of the map. And then finally the Venture Co cartel as well on that bottom right. These are where you're going to find kind of the quartermasters in these buildings as well. Unlike the severed threads though, in 11.0 where the different leaders were linked to the main Renown tree, these cartels are kind of separate reputations which start at friendly and finish at exalted, and you're going to be able to choose which one you want to increase first, and that's really going to be based on a kind of a cosmetic choice this time, whereas with the severed threads you had the different abilities and kind of unlocks of things that were going to assist you in the zone. That doesn't seem to be the case with these cartels. It is just a case of which cosmetics you're going to unlock first. So in this video, what I hope to do is make that decision a lot easier for you guys on which cosmetics you would like to go for first. And then also I'm going to show you the entire Renown track tree of the main faction, the Cartels of Undermine, and all the awesome rewards coming with that faction as well. There's some really cool mounts and toys and different things, transmogs as well, that are really like these goblin styled items, which I think are really cool. So stay tuned to see all of those coming up soon. Let's kick things off, guys, by starting to compare those 4 different cartels and all the rewards you're going to get for those as you work through the reputations through the next few weeks. So guys, looking through the different rewards, I'm just going to compare them between the different cartels as we work through the reputation levels. All of them start off at honored. When you first get rewards, you are going to start friendly, but when you get to honored, you get your first 2 options of rewards. I don't think any of these are going to be the main reason people choose these, but we'll go through them anyway. So first of all, we have a different horn that you can choose on the new car mount that you're going to have in this zone. I'll play through them here. Just bear in mind that these are just one of the sounds for this horn. It has a variety of noises, but they're all in this same style. I hope it gives you kind of an idea. So first of all, we have the Bilgewater, the old low and slow. Blackwater, we have the buzzer. Then we have the Steamweedle maniacal melodies. And finally, Venture Co, we have the whole brass band. Nice, and then for each of them, you also get a banner that you can put down, and I'm afraid I don't have any of these to show you, but I'm not sure that's going to just change anyone's decision on this one. Then when we move on to Revere, this is where things might start to get decided for you. We have a battle pet across all of them. Bilgewater having this kind of robot. The Blackwater guys having the Wave Breaker Mechsaur, which is probably the coolest one. This Mecha Devilsaur. Steamweedle having the Goblin Hyena, the kind of green Goblin Hyena. And then we have the Rocket Fist, the Mecha Baby Gorilla for the Venture Co as well. Nice, and then the other thing that's coming with Revered is the toys. Now, these are maybe going to be the decision maker for me. The storefront in a box for the Bilgewater Cartel, basically just a goblin market stall that you can put down for 15 minutes. Or it has a 15-minute cooldown. I'm not sure how long it lasts, actually. And then with the Blackwater Cartel, we have the personal fishing barge, a toy that you can use to fish on the water rather than on the shore. I personally don't think I have any toys that do this at the moment, but I know there is a good few of them out there already, so that could be handy to pick up too. And then we have the Everlasting Noggin Fogger Elixir for the Steamweedle Cartel. This is basically the equivalent of never having to pick up a Noggenfogger elixir from Gadgetzan again. You can just have this toy on all your characters, and you just pay 50 silver per use when you use this toy. It doesn't have any cooldown. I think this is really cool, and something that I would use a lot whilst leveling characters and things. Then finally, for the Venture Code, they have a throwing saw blade, which you can throw a saw blade to a friendly player, and it has a 5-second cooldown. That might be a good one to annoy your raid guildmates when you're waiting to pull the boss. Now onto the exalted different rewards. These are, of course, the big ones, some of them, all the mounts. So for the Bilgewater Cartel, we have the Crimson Armored Growler, which is a red goblin hyena, and it is a ground mount. So then onto the Blackwater, we have the Blackwater Shredder Deluxe MK2, also a ground mount, one of these shredders. I wonder if it has any other bonuses to it, not that I know of at the moment. Obviously the other shredders do fly, so yeah, it says it's a ground mount, but some of the other ones do fly, so it seems strange for this one not to. Now for the Steam Widow Cartel, we have the Mean Green Flying Machine, and this one, I don't know if there's any models similar to this yet in the game. Of course, with this patch there's a few coming, but maybe it's a unique one for now, and it is of course a flying dynamic mount. So I know which one of those two so far we're going to be using a lot more, and it's definitely this green flying machine. And then the Venture Co, we have the Ochre Delivery Rocket, the yellow dynamic flying mount, similar to the one we get, which I'll go over later. For the main Renown tree, we get a pink variation of this from the main Renown track, or a purple one. So yeah, one of those, well, two of them are fairly unique with the shredder as well, and the green mean flying machine, but a lot of different mounts there for you to make the decision on yourself. Of course, also we have the tabard for each of the different cartels, the Bilgewater, Steam Widow, Blackwater and Venture Co tabards there. And then finally we also get a paint job for our breakneck car. Red of course for Bilgewater, green for Steam Widow Cartel, Blackwater's one is blue, and yellow for the Venture Co. So for me, that decision is really coming down to the mounts and the toys, and maybe the pets as well. The Steam Widow Cartel with that everlasting Noggenfogger elixir and the mean green flying machine are definitely the ones I'm probably leaning towards. So yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, which one is appealing to you the most and which one you're going to try and put your reputation into earliest. Nice, and after that we are now going to go on to the main Renown track tree for the Cartels of Undermine, and I'll talk you through each of those different rewards and what they mean. So here we are looking at the Renown track. Of course, the first Renown level, as usual, being just saying that you've unlocked it. The second one is this scrap world event that you will be able to do around the zone, and this one is basically just us unlocking it. Then we have our first currency. We have the Valor Stones coming in at Renown 3. Number 4, we unlock our treasures for the zone, One Man's Trash, and we also get some resonance crystals as well. Number 5, we're getting 4 different recipes, 2 of these for inscription, I believe, 1 for engineering and 1 for leatherworking. Okay, and on to Renown 6, we have Big Game Hunter. I haven't found out loads of information about this, but it seems as if it allows you to kill a different rare for each one of the cartels, maybe each week or each day. I need to confirm about that one. You also get some Weathered Undermine crests for Renown 6. Renown 7, we get a boost again to our scrap world event, where you're just going to get some resonance crystals and things like that. And we get our first item, which is the boots, which are 623 veteran, 1 out of 8 level boots, and you're going to get those across all the different armor types. And then we have Expert Haggler at Renown 8. This one is going to give us some extra, or a chance of extra rewards when we're doing our shipping and handling, which is an event you do whilst you're in your car. You basically just click a button and you can do this. Also some resonance crystals as well for Renown 8. Renown 9, our first restored coffer key, or our only one, but then remember you can use these or pick them up on all your alts as well after you get this, so then you have a free coffer key for your alts when you're trying to gear them up as well. And the Weathered Undermine Crests coming in at Renown 9 as well. Then on to Renown 10, we have our Tabard of the Undermine. I haven't got a video of this one yet because it wasn't on the vendor. Number 11, we have the Scrappy Scrap per 3 and some more Valor Stones as well. This scrap bonus basically means you can get these items which you can turn in for treasure chests, which you can then get extra Valor Stones and Resonance Crystals and gold out of those chests. Basically just increasing the amount you can get. Master Negotiator, this time now a bonus to our shipping and handling as well. This one is going to basically guarantee us some extra buffs or rewards from the shipping and handling pit stops, which you will see when you're doing that event. Carved Undermine Crests as well for that one. Number 13, we have another treasure becoming available, Dumpster Diving. I haven't experienced this, but I imagine that it is just extra treasure chests around the zone with better rewards. And then another one, this Chetting Inn. This is a list that you can pick up in the main hub in the Intercontinental Hotel. And after you get this list, there's some things to tick off on it, which will give you Valor Stones. After you've completed it, you can then hand it in for either more Valor Stones or to a cartel of your choosing to get 500 reputation with that specific cartel. Renown 14, we have another boost for our scrap event. These drinks that basically increase the speed that you're going to remove the trash when you're doing that event. And we then have our, I think there's 636 gloves as well available for all the armor sets as well, and for your alts and everything. Our first mount coming in at Renown 15, the Hyena that you can see on screen here, and then also some carved crests available at that level as well. I think this is our final scrap buff for that event, Kajakola Collector 2, and we're going to get our Profession Knowledge books as well at Renown 16 for all the different professions that are available. You get 10 knowledge points per book. Number 17, we're going to get a whole bunch of different cosmetic ensembles and also some specific pieces, which I've got on screen here, and I'm cycling through them for the Undermine uniform, and then also some Valor Stones as well. Renown 18, we have a cosmetic jetpack, which is pretty cool. And also some carved Undermine crests as well. Number 19, we're going to get an engine for our G99 Breakneck, which is going to, I believe, increase the acceleration. Need to double check that. Basically, you'll see it on screen here what it does, but it's basically going to make you go faster. And then we have our mount as well, Rocket Man. We've got that that purple rocket for that final mount at Renown 19. For the final Renown, we have not responsible for loss of life or limb. That's going to be our title, the Explosive. And we have Enchanted Runed Undermine Crests as well. We get one of those, which is going to allow you to craft up to 645 items from the crafting orders. So guys, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of rewards coming with this one faction, and this is just a small part of the entire 11.1.0 patch. Hopefully this has given you some direction of when you get in there in a couple weeks time, of what you're going for or what your goal is, which cartel maybe that you want to choose, or just for you guys to get a look at what's coming up as well. As I explained in my last video, I am super busy at this time of year, so thank you for sticking with me. Lots is always being planned and in the works, but yeah, just I need the time to get to it, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thanks so much, guys, and stay tuned for more. Peace!